Parents, it's time for the Tough Talk with teen drug use. And joining us in the sponsored interview is Communities That Care Coordinator Brooke Anderson with how to approach the talk about marijuana, a tough subject with kids.
Absolutely.
How do we start?
Well, number one, slow down, take a breath, be calm, and then really try to engage your kids on their level. It's really important to let your kids know that you're there to help, support, give information, non-judgmental, and just really listen. I think big listen.
Now, is it a talk that you just say, oh, I want to talk about the subject, or does it come naturally, organically, in some way?
Nowadays, I feel like it's probably pretty easy to bring it into a natural conversation. Although I think it's just fine to just maybe sit down at dinner and say, hey, I came across this great website. It's called Gray Matters, and it had some great tips on how I can sit down and talk to you and have a really open discussion.
Let's talk about the Utah Department of Health, the campaign of Gray Matters. What exactly is it?
So Gray Matters is a campaign that they put together that really walks parents through on ways that they can talk to their teens about underage misuse and really what it does to the brain at that developmental stage in their life. Gray Matters is coming in on their campaign as non-judgmental. They aren't saying it's a good thing to do. They're not saying it's a bad thing to do. Really what they want to put out there is the facts, evidence-based facts. What are we looking at if there is a teen in that developmental stage that does introduce their brain to marijuana?
It's information that kids may not know. It's knowledge.
Yes.
To let them make decisions.
Yes, absolutely. Because what we do know is gray matter. It's responsible for our critical thinking. It's responsible for our creativity. It's responsible for analyzing information. And obviously, when all that's growing and developing, and we put something in the way to damage that process, we're looking at some mental issues.
Well, gray matter is part of your brain, and a lot of times we don't understand that kids' brains, teens included, that is not fully developed until age 22, perhaps even later.
Yes, they say around their 20s. Yeah, and that's when brains are fully developed. So yeah, during that period, everything's coming together, everything's growing, everything's really putting, your entire body together. So you throw something like that in there, and there's derailment.
Yeah, Gray Matters, a campaign. Now we're seeing it on billboards.
Yes. Throughout
the roadways, and that can spark the conversation. You also have pamphlets that parents can also get their hands on. Where can they get them?
Well, I would say the very first place to go is the website. So it's graymattersutah.org. That's going to it has amazing resources. It'll tell parents how to have that conversation, what to do. And it also gives the evidence-based information on what it really does look like on the teen brain. The other places that you can go to that it would be is any health department, like you said, billboards, and they have a really great campaign. It's pretty catchy, and it's pretty relatable to kids. It's a dope conversation. I know that's kind of
you have to speak to teens, right? And to get their
right.
attention.
Right.
Brooke, thank you so much for that information. Thank you to the Utah Department of Health for sponsoring that segment with Gray Matters, their campaign. We'll be right back.